we are into the combination era. So there are many, many different kind of combination. We started with Avastin plus atezolizumab. And later on, we have axitinib plus avelumab. And then we have lenvatinib plus pembro. And there's another trial that I think is very exciting to see that is using cabozantinib plus nivolumab. So these are, you can see, they are, again, I love these kind of trials because they're using different mechanisms. So axitinib plus avelumab is VEGF plus PD-1 inhibition. Lenvatinib is plus pembro is VEGF, FGF plus PD-1 inhibition. Cabozantinib plus nivolumab is VEGF, c-MET plus PD-1 antibody. So these are the future, I think. And these three, and it's kind of interesting that sunitinib got FDA approved in 2006 because it transformed the way we treat disease. And it's become a gold standard for the past 10 years. But now all these trials want to, in the past, some trials, they want to beat everolimus because everolimus is a standard second line. So now everybody wants to beat sunitinib. So you can see how fast our field is moving towards the combination therapy.
So at ASCO 2017, we saw several reports of clinical studies evaluating combinations of VEGF, TKI, plus IO agents. There was a trial, a phase 1 experience combining pazopanib with pembro, showing excessive hepatotoxicity. That combination will not move further in development. Dr. Tony Choueiri has presented data on a phase 1 study of atezolizumab plus axitinib, which showed some degree of efficacy as one would expect, but the primary focus of the phase 1 study was safety and tolerability. The combination was safe and tolerable, so I would expect to see that combination moving forward. And then finally, we saw in the trial in progress section the reports of a trial which is launched and will begin accruing around the country, a phase 3 study called the CLEAR trial. And that's a combination of lenvatinib with everolimus, lenvatinib with pembro versus Sutent. And in that 3-arm trial, we hope to establish what the activity would be in the frontline setting of a combination of an FGF-VEGF inhibitor with mTOR, that same combination that is approved in the second-line setting, combined with lenvatinib with an IO agent, pembro, to see whether or not VEGF-FGF combined with IO produces additive or synergistic results as a frontline strategy, similar to other trials that are combining in the frontline setting with VEGF inhibitor IO versus standard of care sunitinib. That trial will be launched not only in the United States but around the world, and we hope to achieve accrual within the next year and a half.
What's unusual is that the FDA approved the combination of lenvatinib plus everolimus based on a randomized phase 2 study, but partly this was done under the premise that this combination will actually be tested in the phase 3 setting in the future. And the study sponsor has now set up a large randomized phase 3 trial that has taken things one step further. This is a triple-arm trial that is comparing treatment in the first-line setting between single-agent sunitinib, the combination of lenvatinib everolimus, which is now approved in the second-line space, but also a novel combination of lenvatinib together with pembrolizumab, a PD-1 inhibitor. This combination is very interesting because it follows the mantra of combining the old and the new, VEGF-targeted therapy with lenvatinib together with immune-targeted therapy with pembrolizumab. And there's some exciting data in the preclinical space suggesting that FGFR inhibition, FGFR being one of the targets of the multi-tyrosine kinase inhibitor lenvatinib, can favorably manipulate the immune system towards a better response with a checkpoint inhibitor. The phase 1 study for this combination, which has been conducted across multiple solid tumor malignancies, has completed its accrual for kidney cancer patients, but the data for that has not been reported. The fact that the company has jumped right into a phase 3 trial without even bothering to do a phase 2 in between tells us that they must be very excited about this combination. One of the combinations of heightened interest that has been studied for kidney cancer now for some time uses inhibition of two checkpoints, both inhibitory in the immune microenvironment, one being CTLA-4, the other being PD-1. This has proven effective in patients with advanced melanoma, where the combination of ipilimumab plus nivolumab is already FDA approved based on a randomized trial, and this avenue has been pursued aggressively in kidney cancer patients also. We have seen results reported that are actually now in press for the phase 1 study combining ipilimumab and nivolumab in kidney cancer patients. And we know that the objective response rates on this very large phase 1 study was significantly higher than using just one of these two agents alone. This has now led to a large randomized phase 3 study that is being conducted in the first-line setting, where patients are being randomized to receive either standard TKI therapy with sunitinib versus the combination of these two checkpoint inhibitors, ipilimumab plus nivolumab. The study has completed its accrual, and patients are still under investigation. We are anxiously awaiting the results for this trial, which is testing co-primary endpoints of progression-free and overall survival in the first-line setting.